It was a mystery that followed the city of Vermillion for decades. Two Vermillion teens went missing on their way to a party in 1971. Decades later, a new investigation would charge one man for their murder and accuse his family of helping. But not everything was as it seemed. Now, a new book uncovers never-released details of South Dakota's most infamous cold case. Katie Koppel brings us more on Vanished in Vermillion.
2004, the state of South Dakota came to my farm and said that, showed me a search warrant, and the first words that Michael Braley said to me was, "What were you doing May 29th, 1971? And I answer him back, "What were you doing May 29th, 1971? He shows me the search warrant, and he says, "We have reason to believe that two girls are disappeared and they're buried on your farm."
May 29, 1971 was the last time anyone saw 17-year-old Sherri Miller and Pam Jackson. The Vermillion teenagers were last seen driving a 1960 Studebaker Lark, trying to find a rural keg party in Vermillion. They never made it, and never made it home. Their disappearance became known as South Dakota's most infamous cold case, and now the subject of a new book.
So I covered the case when I was a reporter in Sioux Falls, and it was one of the, at the time, most interesting cases I was working on, but then the cold case completely fell apart.
Lou Raguse is a reporter for CARE TV in Minneapolis, but in 2005, he was a reporter for Kello TV in Sioux Falls.
And the biggest worry is we'd never find out what happened to Sherri and Pam.
South Dakota's DCI opened a new investigation into the teen's disappearance in 2004. As Raguse details in his book, investigators pointed their finger at one man. David Licken was in prison for unrelated crimes in 2004 and was suddenly suspected of killing the teens.
My biggest misconception was at the time they made me feel like David Licken was a suspect back in the 70s when he was young, and then they just found the missing link to be able to charge him now. And so to learn that his name was basically just floated because he was a person that lived in the area and had a criminal past. That was basically it. And then from there, they matched everything they found to what they wanted it to be.
Kerwin Licken is David's brother. His life and his family's lives were turned upside down once police suspected them of murder. 3 search warrants on the Licken farm uncovered what police detailed as evidence. That evidence, Raguse shows in his book, wasn't really evidence at all. Kerwin showed me a few pieces that police collected.
This is from the first search. This was the red purse that they said that Cheryl Miller owned. These were the bloody gloves that they said that they found on her place. And of course, 1971, I don't think they had these. And this purse, we have pictures of my sister with the purse. And then these are 2 hubcaps they took off the farm. This is the second search.
When police later filed murder charges against David, the evidence they used wasn't as it seemed.
As I went through the case files, it was surprising how much of what we were being told at the time completely contradicted reality and what police were putting in their reports.
On September 21, 2013, a local man by the name of Jim Sorensen discovered the 1960 Studebaker Lark in Bruley Creek. The teens weren't murdered by the Lickens, as South Dakota DCI team said. They died in a tragic car accident.
I hope the public can see how easily an investigation can spin out of control. And somebody's got to be able to pump the brakes.
For Kerwin Licken, the accusations that he helped his brother cover up a murder is still something he deals with today.
But it's the people on the peripheral that say, "I think they did it and they got away with it," and you can see it in the book.
Kerwin hopes Raguse's book can help the community understand you can't believe everything you hear.
What I've always thought of is our judicial system, that courthouse, it shows the scales and it shows they're blindfolded. And nobody in our case were blindfolded and the scales were like this here. And what can we do to fight the state? They had every resource. They had all this money. And what could we do? And I said to somebody one time, how do you clear your name when you're innocent?
Raguse says the laws in South Dakota keep the public and the press from seeking answers from police.
I hope the public understands that in other places around the country, there are laws that allow you to check up the work a little bit easier of what's being done by law enforcement. Those laws can be passed here, and they should.
Raguse spent years with this cold case, interviewing countless people involved. One thing he hopes his book, Vanished in Vermillion, brings is closure.
I hope that the Licken family doesn't have to think about this and doesn't have to walk down the street wondering if people think that they committed a murder. Because it was really sad to me when I got here and started working on the story how many people thought that they still had something to do with it. And I hope for Pam and Sherri's family that even though they got some answers when Pam and Sherri's bodies were recovered, I hope that this gives them closure and they can go on without thinking about it every day.
Ever since Pam and Sherri's deaths were ruled accidental, there's just one thing Kerwin wants that he has yet to receive.
I hope that we finally, if the law enforcement people and the court systems, I want them to be held accountable.
Actually, two things.
And you're still waiting for that apology?
I've never gotten an apology from anybody.
In Vermillion, South Dakota, I'm Katie Koppel reporting.
The murder charges against David Licken were eventually dropped, but there's a lot more to the story. You can read that book for yourself. It's now on sale. You can check with your local bookstore or check the story online at SiouxlandNews.com for a link to purchase it.